All right, greetings, greetings, greetings. Once again, this is Professor Griff, and of course, this is On the Masses right here on Black Power Media Reloaded, brought to you by Serious Minds, RMTV. It's just radio and television, nothing real spooky and special about it. It's just call letters and call numbers and that kind of thing. You hear it every single day. Hold on. Now, I'm sure you could hear me. Anyway, shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I'm not used to coming on a Tuesday, but it's a very special day simply because this is 11/11. I'm sure you've been seeing the 11/11 today somewhere. Someone talking about it, someone mentioning it, someone referring to it. So I decided to kind of come on and talk about it. All right. The angle that I want to come from is the 11/11 portal / gateway manifestation. Going through it and coming back out of it, leaving on the other side what you need to leave on the other side, on a spiritual level, leaving on the other side on a cosmic level, leaving on the other side or in reference to your character, unless cleansing, that kind of thing. So what I did for the 11/11 is clean my altar so I could allow things to come through. All right. Messaging back and forth. Why is it that we think we could send out emails and it goes out into cyberspace? It goes out on the World Wide Web, and you think and feel to the point where you know someone is on the other side that's going to receive it and answer you back in a very timely manner. What makes you think when you make a phone call and you send it out? What makes you think you send out a text and you send it out? All right. That someone's going to answer. Well, what about those things magnified by 100 on a spiritual level? How about the energy that you send out? Are you expecting any kind of response? I want to get just a little bit deeper if I can. How about you are waiting on a response from your higher self? Professor Griff, are you saying that we should talk to ourselves? Well, you kind of already do. There's a voice in you that speaks to you. I'm not sure whether or not if you answer it, though. I'm only pausing and hesitating, waiting for you that to marinate just a little. Not that it's so deep, not that it's whatever. I'm just, yeah. So, oh, thank you very much, Troy Parker. You said my necklace is on fleek. I guess. I don't know. Black tourmaline or shungite wrapped in copper. The Ankh, of course, you already know what the Ankh means. If you don't, look it up. All right. So, yeah, I think this is befitting simply because cleaning the altar, entering into that, trying to manifest those things and bring those things into existence. So, the angle that I want to come at it through is how about, let me say it this way, and I need some response, all right? Can we talk about it through the lens of cosmic love language? Is that cool? Somebody give me a thumbs up, peace sign, black power fist, something. Say, yeah, Griff, no Griff. Let's stay away from that. Talk to me. I only want to move on unless you help me out. What is your cosmic love language? What is your cosmic love language? What is that love language? Okay. In order to understand and know and understand your love language, what is it that is being sent out on a spiritual energetic level to other people, where sometimes you have to guard yourself simply because the language is silently or energetically, pardon me, being spoken to the opposite sex. What is your cosmic, not just your love language? What is your cosmic love language? All right. What is your cosmic love language? So while we're thinking, what is our cosmic love language? Let me read this. Anytime two people focus on one thing, it manifests twice as fast. This, like all things in life, works much more effectively if both people sincerely believe in themselves. This is one of our true powers as humans. So as humans, you have that power, but there's an auric field that surrounds you. All right. You're surrounded by your aura, and your aura emits energy, a smell, and you could almost taste it. You understand what I'm saying? It's that deep. So when we start talking about your love language, not only from the opposite sex or someone that you're interested in, how about your love language for yourself? How about your love language for the earth? How about your love language for nature? All right. Some people that I know have a love language for animals. Some people have a love language for nature. Some people hug trees. Some people, won't pick the flower because it kills it after that, but they'll go to the flower and smell it, and it'll do something for them. Why is it that we use flowers in order to demonstrate an aspect of our love when we're trying to get with the opposite sex? So when we start talking about the 1111 portal and what it could manifest, going into that mindset and that spirit and going into that portal, coming back out of it, what are you coming back out of it with? So anytime these two people come together and focus on one thing, let's just say you're focusing in on a love that you have for one another. I think I said this to someone. I think the scripture says, if it be the weight of an atom, and the atom is hidden in the rock, and the rock is hidden in the earth, yet Allah will bring it forth. Everything is going to be tried and tested. All right. Are you sincere about the love language? Or do you think because you gave flowers, it's supposed to speak to the totality of what you feel for that individual? Well, if flowers did that, all of us, we should be in there, because I'm sure one time or another we've given flowers, and you understand what I'm saying? And if that's the do-it-all, then yeah, we straight. But no, when you say I love you, you have to come behind that, because we all know the English language is a dead language. We have to come behind that and show and prove. All right. All right. So yeah, someone said, take the glasses off so you can see. If I take these glasses off, I won't see. But right now, I'm not trying to see with my two physical eyes. I'm trying to see with my third eye, because I want to be able to kind of go in this portal, this 1111 portal, and come back out of it. All right. So do you, and I need everyone to answer this question, does love hurt? Does love hurt? Or do we hurt because of love, either too much, not enough, or not in the way that we want to receive it. If love hurts, then why do we want to fall in love? And then why does love hurt? Should love hurt? Does love heal? I need that question answered more than anything. Is love the answer, or is love a answer? And then if it is, and you say yes, then what is it an answer to if love hurts? I'm not trying to confuse you. All right. Nostra Lo Corso said, because we fall. So if you fall in love and you fall and there's no one to catch you, or you're not even sure that person's emotionally in a place to catch you, then why is it that we refer to it as falling? How come we're not raising the vibration to activate the higher self for love or in love? Why do we have to fall in love? But love never fails, you say. Okay, if that's the case, there's a cosmic gateway that swings wide open, and it's a portal buzzing with energy, clarity, and possibility. That day is today, the 11/11, November 11th. Think of it like a universe handing you, you go to the club and you want to be where the stars are, and the important people and the whatever, so you want to get behind the rope and you want to be over there with them. For whatever reason, you want to be over there because you want to see what that view looks like looking back. Right? So then it's almost like the universe handing you a VIP pass. Here's your VIP pass to enter into this portal. Now, assess yourself, go in it, and then come back out and then do reassessment. What are you bringing different to this thing called love? Let's define love. I misspoke. Let me define my understanding of what love is, and then you can come up with your own definition and align yourself with that so your actions can align with that. Love. Love is the highest elevation of a complete understanding between two people. If I say I love you, then I have to come behind this phrase and do whatever is in my power to not only demonstrate this love, I have to align myself with the spirit and the vibration of what this love is. Because if I say I love you and it's action that needs to come behind it, then I have to kind of explain what's coming, but I love you. So I'm going to do A, B, C, and D. Always look out for you. Always consider you. Always appreciate you. Help you in any of these situations. Be there for you. Console you. Whatever these things are. All right? So then what actually happens now if you say you love someone? All right? So then let's read. The vibes are high, intuition, gut feelings, and insights feel sharper than ever. When the gateway and the portal is open. Now this love now is magnified. So if you're feeling a certain thing today and you're wanting this person and desiring this person, that's what's supposed to happen today. And if you could pause for a minute and say to yourself, damn, what's happening with me today? Something is different is happening. It's because you're coming back out of that portal, out of that darkness. Something may have happened days ago that you're saying to yourself, man, I was low. I was feeling a certain kind of way, but I'm coming through this portal and coming back to myself, and something else is activated. All right. And something else is revealing itself way beyond your comprehension. And if you want to express it in a physical way, beautiful. If you want to express it in a spiritual way, that's beautiful also. If you want to express it in a mental way, fine. If you want to express it in an intellectual way, that's beautiful also. but it's going to be expressed whether you want it to or not. It's going to come out. All right. So you went through that portal. Now you're coming back out of it. It's a reset button for your mind, heart, and soul. Let go of what's holding you back. The mere fact, are you telling the person that you love them? Are you looking in the mirror saying that to yourself? I love myself. And because I love myself, I'm at the guard myself for people that just don't have good intentions. That can mean a lot of things. All right. You could have to do some things where you have to guard yourself. And it may not even be on a physical level. You may have to guard yourself because an attribute that the Creator deposited in you that you're demonstrating every day, that somebody might look at that as like, oh man, she might like me. Maybe because she waves at me every morning. Maybe because she held the door. Maybe because she's just in close proximity. Whatever that particular thing is, you don't know how people are interpreting that. All right. So when you hit the reset button and you got to rethink these things, you have to say to yourself, okay, there's a different energy I gotta give off simply because people are not respecting my spiritual boundaries. And I did detect in that woman or that dude or that guy or whatever, in any situation, I did detect that he may have been suffering from, can I say an STD without y'all getting offended? Can I say that? And then come behind that and explain what I really mean by that? Like, can you help me out? Yes, no, Griff, go for it. What? Talk to me. I can't move along unless y'all interact with me. Give me the green light. Let me know something. Oh, okay. Yes. Can I get 2 more yes so I can kind of know it's confirmed? Gerald said yes. Official said yes. Can I get 1 more? All right, yes. STD, spiritually transmitted diseases. What is a spiritually transmitted disease? A spiritually transmitted disease may look like this. I'm thinking something about you, and you not even thinking that I'm thinking this about you. So, but because I come in sheep's clothing, but I got some wolf intentions, you may let your guard down. You understand what I'm saying? And then spiritually, I might infect you with a spiritually transmitted disease, in which now you got to cure yourself from, because now you got to pull back, not interact with those particular individuals, change how you move with them, clear up some stuff and let them know, nah, I'm not doing it that way. And then for the most part, you can't look at them. You got to look at yourself and hit the reset button and say, no, wait, okay, let me not, okay, cool. It may be something that you're wearing. It may be the perfume. It may be the lip gloss. It may be your smile, your pretty, beautiful eyes. It may be a few things. And then in most cases, you don't even know you're affected until that person corner you in the goddamn lobby and be like, look, I've been checking you out and digging you for a minute. I just didn't want to say anything. It's like, well, wait a minute. We've been talking for a minute. We was cool. But now that your guard is down and you're not protecting yourself, you understand what I'm saying? They coming in strong without a spiritual condom on. They just coming at you. Now you infected, and so now you got to undo some things. You may even have to go back to that person and say, listen, nope, I'm really not with that. It's cool, but I really appreciate you. And then what you have to do is you got to set a different kind of boundary. And if this thing keeps happening to you, guess what? It's not those individuals' fault. It's your fault that you're not setting a certain kind of boundary. And I'm telling you, most cases, it's not a physical one. It's not an intellectual one. It's not a mental one. It's a spiritual one. It's a spiritual boundary that you have to set. You understand what I'm saying? And then in most cases, you have to let people know in no uncertain terms, spiritually, that is this line to be crossed. And if it is, yeah, there's nothing wrong with distance. All right? There's nothing wrong with pulling that individual aside and being very real and open with them. That really rarely happens to me. You know why? Because people see Professor Griff coming and be like, yeah, he's just not the one to F with. He just have a way about him. He got a certain kind of energy. Yeah, I'm not dealing. I'm not. Yeah, that dude. No, I just can't ask that dude any old thing, and I can't. Yeah, and that's a beautiful thing because that's my protection. That's my spiritual armor. You understand what I'm saying? And I send that energy out like, okay, that's not the one to mess with. And sometimes that'll get you through. So you don't have to constantly get infected by the spiritually transmitted diseases every other month. God forbid if you go to the club or if you're at a social gathering, it doesn't even have to be the club. Just at any social gathering, you dress up. You want to look your best. You're presenting the best aspect of who you are. Somebody said, Professor, mouthful of truth, pockets full of facts. Thank you. Vegan _ Lady P. So you may go up and present your best self, right? But guess what you're doing? You are presenting the best outer version of yourself because you rarely let people in close enough to even experience your mentalism, your intellect. They definitely not interacting with a certain spirit that you have, the beautiful side of you. You're letting them see, oh, wow, she looks beautiful. I love them boots. It costs a lot, but I love them. I love the dress. I love the hairstyle. And wow, your eyes are beautiful. And your smile is like, wow. You understand what I'm saying? But it's like, it causes men to do all kind of stuff. But they don't really know you. They can look one layer beyond the veil and be like, wow, that person was not what I thought she was. And or she was everything that I thought she was. Let's get married now and we can kind of get to know one another later. No. Can I speak to that for a second? Cool. All right, listen. I had a concept that I used to lay out all the time. If you meet someone and you're interested, walk 4 seasons. Y'all already knew I was going to say that. You met this nice, beautiful sister. It could have been at a vegan spot or outdoors or with music playing and everybody has on less. And you done peeped heaven. Body to die for, to kill for, or to live for. You understand what I'm saying? At the vegan fest, I know she eating right and doing the right thing. I can see the glow. The auric field is popping. You understand what I'm saying? That's summertime. What happens now when the cold winter rolls around and you don't see the physical anymore? Now you got to deal with the mental, the spiritual, and everything else. So by the time you walk through 4 seasons, trials and tribulations, ups and downs, a couple of hiccups in the road, you're probably not even interested. Especially if she's a woman of her word and she's not dealing with you on no physical level. Yeah, you got to keep her interested in some other kind of way. What's the term? Help me out with the term of these men and women that are only interested in, turned on by people's intellect. What is that term called? Brandell Bowen, thanks for the super sticker, man. Damn, Double B said, yo, here's $50, man. Thank you. What is that term called? Can somebody help me out? When you're turned on by someone's intellect. What is that called? Sapiosexual. So if you were, somebody define sapiosexual. What is a sapiosexual? That you're turned on beyond the physical, beyond all these things, and his intellect stimulates you to the point where you get aroused by what he's saying, by what she's saying. You understand what I'm saying? That's a different kind of sexual. That's like, damn. So then all the other things take a back seat. You understand what I'm saying? But now, if you're pretending to be that intellectual dude, that won't last long. And just as that person was turned on by your intellect, if you faking the funk, so to speak, yeah, you're going to be called out, man. And if someone pulls your card, yeah, you better know what you know. You understand what I'm saying? And this doesn't mean you have to have a college degree or whether. You just have to know what you know. All right? So even when you're on that level where you're intellectual, it has to balance itself out with the spiritual. I know a lot of intellectual people that are cocky. It's a turnoff. I know some intellectual people that are arrogant. That's a turnoff. You understand what I'm saying? I know some intellectual people that dress the part. That is definitely a turnoff. All right. I know some sapiosexual people that's very intellectual that know the right keywords, the right trigger words, the right hashtags. All right. And won't even talk with the raspiness in my voice that I'm talking. Yo, seriously? They may be talking like this on the phone, really. Like, yo, man, what's popping? What's good with you? Know what I mean? Like, so what you doing? Yeah, so let me lay this quote on you. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, it might hit you. You know, back in the day, yo, we used to hit them with the switch, with the Elder Barge lines if we wanted to, like, you know, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? But if she find out and catch you, that ain't even your real voice. You don't really talk like that. You're not really as intellectual as you come off to be, that kind of thing. Yeah, that's the ugly thing, man. So this is why I say in those 4 seasons that you have to walk with that sister or that brother, you have to qualify yourself. Not necessarily to her, but qualify yourself. Be exactly who you claim to be, who you show up as. Or are you going into that portal and coming out of that portal? And the thing that's coming out of the portal before you are is your representative. And you never sat down and had a conversation with your representative. So who's representing you? And what are you representing yourself as? If you are sapiosexual, then be that. Sapiosexual is a person who's attracted to another's intelligence, pardon me. For them, a person's mind is the most important or even the primary factor in forming a sexual romantic connection. But the connection that we need to make is way beyond sexual. Because women look at this idea, especially Roman, romantic, not African, not spiritual, it's romantic. And what was the theme and the base and the crux of romantic love from the Romans? It was conquer. Let me conquer you. So what do we do in hip hop and the language that we use in certain cultures? When we talk about having sex with women, we want to slap it, splack it, beat it up, kill it. We want to do all damage to it. We want them limping into the damn restaurant. We want all these other kind of things. Not caress it, not treat it like it's something sacred. Not, we want to kill it. Yo, I beat that up. I crushed that last night, son, for real. It's like, come on, man. If you turned on by this person's intellect, yo, why are you pulling hair and tying her up and crushing it and beating it and all this other kind of stuff? So the crux of a romantic sexual encounter is just that. It's violent. Here you are violent with someone that is turned on by your intellect. Someone said, well, you can't intellectually have sex with her. Well, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Anyway, intentions are supercharged during this period. So if you think you're attracted and you turned on by a person's intellect yesterday, today is supercharged. Anything this person say, God forbid if they whispered in your ear, like, yeah, I'm just saying, just a few things I need to discuss with you on, just on a personal tip. If you give me a few minutes, all I need is, God forbid if you spitting some cute poetry, or God forbid if you can sing, yeah, it's a wrap. But I tell you one thing, once you turn that individual on, you better show up and balance that out with the spiritual. And now I'm not even going to talk about showing up the way you need to show up on the physical. Now, don't get me talking about the other thing. That's up to you. I don't know what kind of equipment you're working with or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you're not and you can't balance that out, you are responsible when you turn that woman on and you excite her on a sapiosexual level as far as the intellect is concerned. Intentions are supercharged. What you focus on now can literally manifest super fast. Super fast now. She may take your intentions and run with it. I know I only met you last weekend, but I'm just feeling something and yada, yada, yada. I just feel this kind of connection, whatever. Like, so what you doing this weekend? Let's talk. I want to FaceTime you. Blah, 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 blah. You understand what I'm saying? And she don't care, man. She don't care about hair not combed. She don't care about you and your tighty whities. You still wearing Fruit of the Looms and tube socks. She don't care about none of that. If you turning her on the intellectual tip because she's a sapiosexual, it's going to be compounded now that we enter into this manifestation as far as the 1111 portal, because it's a gateway. A gateway to what? What are you going in there to get to bring back? Now, if you go in there and you can't carry out of that gateway, that portal, if it's too heavy for you, man, you're going to mess your life up, because you're going to make some rash decisions and run up on a sister or a brother that's expecting one thing, and you coming, that can mess some things up now. All right? So when we're talking about the 1111 gateway portal, yeah, right now, if you're a DJ, hypothetically speaking, let's just say your name is DJ Chuck Chill Out. You understand what I'm saying? And you used to spin in a certain kind of way, but you want to elevate your experience with the crowd. Yeah, you might hit them with them bangers. You might have to dig deeper into the crates, because now you went into that 1111 gateway portal. You coming back out renewed, and you say, damn, you know something, my next gig, I'm going to hit them with this. Because now you're renewed. This ain't nothing spooky. This ain't nothing religious. This is something very real. Check out what you've been saying to that person that you love over the last 24 hours and tell me I'm lying. I'm going to press the pause button for you. Tell me what you've been feeling. Professor Griff ain't on it. I'll wait. You're right. Minding. You're right, Mr. Brandell Bowen. Okay. I don't care how you see it, whether you're looking for the 1111 or not. Sometimes it shows up in 9-2, 920. It'll show up in different numbers. It may show up in letters. I'm telling you, it may show up in different ways. It's up to you to be able to recognize it. And you might not even recognize it with your two physical eyes. You may recognize it with your third eye. But nonetheless, it's there. It's how you interact with it. All right. Now listen, look at the flip side. Someone may be coming out of that portal on your way in and catch you off guard. You may be coming out of it renewed, and you may run into an ex. You may run into someone that tries to infect you with that spiritually transmitted disease again. But now you have your spiritual armor on. And you're like, nah, I'm good. So now, what happens when you ignore it? that it's going to tap you on your shoulder. It's going to remind you. You're going to get that text message, that email. You're going to talk to your girlfriend, and your girlfriend going to say, guess who I ran into? Do you remember? Yada, 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 whoop, whoop, we met on the rooftop. Well, he asked about you. And guess what? Your girlfriend just so happened to have some pictures of y'all that y'all took and showed him. And he's like, oh, man, yeah, put me in touch with her. You ain't ready for that. Or you could be ready for that. Ignoring it is like skipping a free energy boost. Yep. Ignoring it is like, what did I eat this morning? Now I'm coming home, long day. I didn't eat anything, and I don't really eat out a lot. So now I got to come home. Now I'm stuffing my here I am. I'm eating with two hands because I should have recharged myself earlier. Or how about you get a spiritual charge that you need? Yeah. How about if you go to someone that you thought was your friend, your guard is down, your energy open, your portal is open, and that person come in with bad intentions, and then it exacerbates the energy, the negative energy that you're already feeling because your guard is down, and then now that person makes it worse. The Empress Reign said, I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. So the person that comes out of that's coming into the portal while you coming out wants to take you out, and he wants to pay for everything, including your car note and your rent that day, but there's a price that you got to pay for that. Or the person that your girlfriend brought up is doing well now, and now he got a promotion at his job, and now I don't know, he's responsible for a few actors, a couple of rappers, and a sports player because he has he manages them, and now he's doing well, and he pull up in the whip, your favorite color. You understand what I'm saying? So now you got your mind and your money, and he's presenting that, but he's a jacked up individual that's bringing a spiritually transmitted disease. And now you hooked. Got you. Now what? Damn, I want to go out with him. I'm hungry as hell. He gave me the money to get my hair, my nails done, and buy the dress. I got some new shoes out of the deal. But damn, I got to put up with this dude's bad breath and whack-ass energy. Now what? Now what you doing? What you're doing is now you draining yourself because now you put yourself in a position where you got to deal with dude all night. And don't tell me he ain't expecting something. All of y'all have been in that situation. I know I have. Can I tell y'all a story? I don't want men to answer. I want 3 women to answer me. Can I tell y'all a story? If anybody on here I know, can you answer me and say, go for it, Griff, something, whatever you call me. I want to tell y'all this story. And while I'm telling y'all the story, let me read this. Engaging with it, that is a chance that, oh, okay. Vegan_lady P said yes. Okay, let me tell y'all this story. True story, by the way. And don't look at me in a different kind of light. Please don't. All right. Years and years and years ago, I'm on this dating app. I ain't going to tell y'all which one. All right. So I see the sister. She looked nice. Yada, yada, yada. We get into this conversation. Conversation lasts about 2 weeks. I said, oh, check this out, sis. I said, take my number. Call me. Let's kind of talk off of here. She says, cool. I like your conversation. Cool. I'm going to take your number. I'll hit you up tomorrow. Took my number, started texting me. We started talking back and forth, right? All right. So she's sending me pics. I'm sending her pics. No, not those pics. Stop that. No. Anyway, all right. So I'm like, oh, man, sister kind of fine. I'm like, all right. And then the pics started getting a little graphic, not over the top graphic, but you know what I'm talking about. When you really want them interested, it's like, oh, okay. So now, mind you, she don't know that I'm Professor Griff from Public Enemy. So she just think I'm dude. Got you. All right, whatever my name was. All right, I think it was Dwayne Richards. Don't go looking up in those dating sites for Dwayne Richards. Stop that, y'all. Anyway, so now, all right, I'm presenting who I really am. I'm sending pictures of who I really am. I can't send them other pictures from below the waist because I don't do that. All right, so I don't have no damn big muscles, so I can't send that picture. I can't send a cool picture leaning on the Maybach because I ain't got a goddamn Maybach. I'm sending real live pictures of who I really am. Okay, so she's sending me pictures. Cool. So I said, yo, I'm going to be in, well, I can tell you all the city and the state. I'm going to be in Dallas. So I hope she ain't listening. But I'm going to be in Dallas. You mind if we just kind of get together and talk? We can kind of meet at a restaurant, whatever. You ain't got to necessarily come to my hotel or whatever. Let's just meet at a restaurant somewhere. Your choice, whatever. She said, cool. Okay. So I get there. We set up the time, date, whatever. She hit me up a couple of hours before the time that we was going to meet. I'm about to get in the whip to go meet her at the restaurant because it was like 20 minutes away. And she was like, yo, excuse me, I'm normally on time, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to be late and I might be a few hours late. She said, I want you to go ahead and eat. And I tell you what, let me just meet you either in the lobby or the restaurant at the hotel. So I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was a beautiful thing. And kudos for her for letting me know. So I'm like, okay, so I eat. All right, so because I'm not sure if I'm going to even meet up with her. So I go back to the room, yada, 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 whoop. I got something to do the next day. So lo and behold, man, hours went by. Sister girl hit me up like 9, 10. I'm like, nah, but I'm like, okay, we've been talking for a while. I do want to see you, whatever. I'm like, all right, come on through. This is the address. This is where I'm at. All right, so now, long story short, to make a long story short and short story shorter, I'm coming down. You know, you wash the face, whoop, whatever. I'm coming down in the elevator, right? I'm getting out the elevator. I'm walking through the lobby. I'm coming, and because she said she was here, I'm sitting in the restaurant. So I go in. She positioned herself where she could see me, but I necessarily couldn't see her. So I'm walking in, right? So I have to walk past her because she's like over there. So I'm looking and I'm like, I recognize her face. I'm like, cool, okay. I don't see anything else. All I'm seeing was from the clavicle up, right? I walk past, go around. Now I'm coming, she's sitting down and I'm coming and I'm walking around to come to the front of her so I can sit down, right? So I go and I'm walking and I lie to you not. Half of old girl's thighs and butt was hanging off the seat. When I say hanging off the seat, I'm talking about, yo, this is the seat, right? No, this is not a good example. I don't even, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, her stuff was dripping off the seat. So immediately I thought, BBL, what would you think? So I'm like, okay, cool, because in my mind, I'm thinking of the pictures, right? Because that's what I have in my mind, because that's the only thing I got to go by. All right. So then when I went and sat down, yo, I swear, you ever see Eddie Murphy's movie? What's it, The Clumps? Yo, I'm dead serious, man. So, yo, I sat down, right? And I just said to myself, is this like the same person? Because I swear, seriously, I lied to you not. Old girl literally took her tits and rested them on the damn table. And I was like, yo, this is not the same sister, whatever. So I'm playing it off. I'm like, you want to order something? Because I'm being cool. I'm not a rude kind of dude. I'll still go through with having a conversation. I already ate, so I'm not really hungry, right? So they brought the little bread thing, and I'm nibbling on some bread and I'm thinking, how the fuck do I get out of this? All right, so listen. So then I said, okay, well, before when the bread came, I just said, excuse me, sir, where's your restroom? And he said, it's over there. I said, excuse me, sis, I gotta wash my hands, whatever. I really went to the bathroom, so I can have my dude call me like, yo, code black, get me the fuck up on out of this. Call me with an emergency or something. Man, I'm texting dude, he don't even hit me back. So I'm saying I gotta come up with plan B for it. You understand what I'm saying? So then, all right, so I'm in the bathroom, I'm swiping shit, and I'm looking at all the pictures, and I'm like, here I am, like on some I Spy type shit. I'm opening the bathroom door, looking out at her, looking at the picture, then looking again. I'm like, damn, look like the same person. I can tell by her earlobes because they ain't fat. I'm just saying, okay, so listen. Oh, girl sent me pictures probably when she was in high school or something, because I swear I'm looking at her like, okay, she could be $150, $160, no more than $180. I can roll with that. I can roll with $180. Oh, girl showed up at least 300. And I'm using my New York accent on fucking purpose. 300. Not 300, 300. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, so I get back to the table. We ordering shit. No, she is ordering shit. When I say ordering shit, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about, bruh, listen to me. You know when a chick is ordering everything on this side of the fucking menu is a problem. And then she flipped the motherfucker. Oh, excuse my language. She's flipping it over, ordering shit. I'm like, God damn. All right, so I'm thinking, okay, you got yourself into this shit. Get yourself out of it. So I'm like, okay, I'm rolling with the punches, man. And I don't eat pork. I'm not eating beef. I don't eat chicken. I might eat a little fish every now and then, you know, whatever. But you ever see that set of ribs on the Flintstones when they came and dropped the ribs off and they tipped the table? I'm like, oh shit. So old girl is running through these fucking ribs like she worked for fucking Amazon or something. I'm like, I mean, bruh, she's running through these ribs and not being elegant, or eloquent, whatever the fucking word is. She's not even cutting them and, you know, just on some real kind of high class etiquette kind of shit. No. Old girl is ripping the fucking rib off, separating it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about, I could swear she was pulling on this rib so hard, I thought she was going to pull out a fucking knife. I started to give her mine. But I'm serious. I was like, slap. You could use this if you like. She's like, ripped it apart. And then when you tear into a rib and you got to move your neck like that. And then as she was talking to me, held the motherfucker up. I'm like, all right. Here my little skinny ass is over there still eating fucking bread. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, how do I get out of this, man? And then I started beating up on myself. This is what the fuck you get for being all motherfucking thirsty on a goddamn dating site. You understand what I'm saying? You thought you was getting something. I swear, man. Never again. I said to myself, never again. And then as the night went on, now the restaurant about to close because it's 11, not 11, it's 11. You understand what I'm saying? Joint about to close. She want to order dessert. Now, dessert and sometimes the drinks are on a whole different menu. You understand what I'm saying? So she, at that time, so she said she had to use the restroom. And in my mind, I'm like, you goddamn right, because you gotta kind of like open the floodgates and let some of that shit out that you ate. All right, so when she stood up, yo, I used to call it the hair button gut show. Oh, girl's gut. I'm like, God damn. Oh, girl's gut was like, whatever. And I'm saying to myself, okay, yo, for real. I don't know if she was trying to hold it in or whatever. but it wasn't looking that bad with what she had on. She came back and she must have took that splank, splack, spleak, whatever the fuck you women be wearing, where y'all be tying that shit in and stuffing it in. So old girl was like this, right? But it was like kind of cool. But when she came back, man, I thought she was about to give birth. You understand what I'm saying? So I played it off. I'm like, God damn, what the hell just happened? You understand what I'm saying? So I'm playing it off. It's a spank. Oh, thank you. A spank. Okay, it's a spanks. I think that's how you pronounce it. Okay, cool. All right, so then I'm like, okay, I got the rent-a-car, but I'm not taking her back wherever the fuck she came from. So I'm walking her back. The night ended. You know, I'm doing the like, you know, not even a church hug. I'm doing the fucking volunteering at the motherfucking food bank hug. I'm like way from the fucking side because that's the only thing I can grab because everything else was blocking me and shit. So I'm hugging like this, damn near backwards and shit. I'm like hugging like this. What the fuck? Anyway, so I don't know how old girl got there, but she was looking for me to take her back because when we got outside, she was like, "So, where's your car?" I'm like, "My car?" I'm like, yeah, I got something to do in the morning. I was expecting to get with you a lot earlier. At that moment right there, when I said, I don't think I could take you back because you live kind of far. At that moment, I swear to you not, old girl burped. And the fucking green fog that came out of her mouth, I swear I would not lie to you. I had a natural reaction. I was like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, "You all right?" So what I did was what I would normally do. I started patting her on the back. Like she says, "Why are you doing that?" I was like, I don't know. I thought she might have been fucking choking or something, right? Okay, so she got mad, but I didn't mean to say that. I wasn't being rude. She got mad and like literally began to like belittle me. Like I was like, I really didn't mean it. I was just saying, "Oh shit, oh damn," because it just kind of took me off guard. Well, you know, then she got kind of like beside us, you know, thank you, but you know, I don't really eat at hotel restaurants and blah, blah, blah. I said, but sis, you was the one late. So I'm trying to not let it get to that point. Y'all know what point I'm talking about. So yeah, so um hold on, hold on, fam. All right. I had to get myself together. All right, so now she had to call an Uber because I was not taking her. Not at all. So I was like, I don't want to be disrespectful. So I am waiting like a true gentleman. I'm waiting for the Uber ride to come. This is the last point I'm going to make because I could finish telling you all like what happened after that in reference to what she was texting me. But I'm not going to do that. When the Uber driver came, the Uber driver's car was so damn small, she couldn't fit. Y'all think I'm lying. I know y'all do. So I tried to help her. What would you do? What would you do? So yet again, I tried to help. So I opened the door. I'm looking inside. In my mind, I'm like, can you fit? You're going to have to suck some stuff in and go back and get that splank or splack or whatever the hell you had on. You understand what I'm saying? Or belch again or fought, do something. But anyway, so she got in. And you know how with big people, she has some equipment like, so she put her butt in first with one leg. So what would you do? I'm helping her with the other fucking leg. So I'm helping her like, and then I messed around here and prematurely closed the door and it hit her knee. Why? Everything was going downhill at that point. It hit her knee. So she got in, finally got in. And I swear. She rolled down the window and was saying something. I think she was trying to curse me out. But it seemed like when the car drove away, it was leaning to one side. From the time she left, I think to the time she got home, I received every curse word. You're not a true gentleman. You didn't look like what I thought you was going to look like. I thought you were taller. Blah, 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 blah. And then she started getting graphic. I thought you had a big yada, 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 whoopie whoop. But I'm like, you ain't seen no part of me like that. And what I was wearing, you can't tell what I got. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe she was dreaming and hoping after she done tore that fucking rib apart. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know what she thought was going to happen. Maybe she thought I was going to invite her up or something, but like, nah. You understand what I'm saying? And I was just like, so I'm like, I got tired of the fucking abuse, the verbal abuse. So I'm like, look, man, I'm not responsible if you sent me pictures where it looked like you was weighing $180, but you really 360. You understand what I'm saying? And she started getting indignant. I'm like, man, well, fuck you and that goddamn broom that you flew in this motherfucker on. I was like, yo, anyway, I was getting beside myself. To make a long story short and a short story shorter, I learned my goddamn lesson. Anyway, so to the sister in Dallas that I had that encounter with, what you want me to say? So I found some coupons and I sent her some Insure coupons or some shit or some Diet Aid or whatever the fuck. I don't. Anyway, 1111 portal gateway manifestation. I know you're saying, Dan, you done told us this wild ass story. Now you're going to try to get all deep and shit. No, I'm not. I'm just not. No, I'm just. Just what the fuck I get, man. So, long story short, if I come up missing, y'all know it was the sister from Dallas. Let me sum this up. Release all emotional baggage. All of the emotional baggage that you have, release it. This damn hat is hot. Or maybe I just worked myself up. Okay, the lady on here that told me I could tell this story, where you at? I ain't seen you. Can you come back on or whatever? Because you the one told me to tell the damn story. Anyway, see clearly where your life is headed. Look forward. Don't keep looking back, because back is going to interrupt what you're trying to do in reference to looking forward. It may cloud your spiritual vision that you have for yourself. All right. Connect with your higher self. All right. Respect, understand. All right. And align yourself with your spirit guide. If you don't know what your spirit guides are, please get a reading. What is your spirit guide? Your spirit guide could be a butterfly. Butterfly. Your spirit guide could be an ancestor that speaks to you on a frequency that only you hear at the time that you hear it. All right. All right. When I say connect with your higher self, vibrate higher, raise your vibratory pitch and activate the higher self. Now, you see, I don't know what happened. That sister told me I could tell a story and she ain't even show back up. Vegan, somebody, P, Master P, vegan, whatever. Anyway, so activate the higher level of consciousness. We want to activate that. All right. Listen to your spirit guides. Visualize your thank you, vegan _lady P. Visualize your goals. Feel them like they're already real and like they're already happening. All right. Gratitude. 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 Be thankful. I was even thankful that the 360-pounder even showed up, and she, whatever. I don't even know what her intentions were, but she at least came and honored me with her present. Yeah, but anyway, move your body. Move your body. Go to the gym. I'm not saying that to her. I'm just saying, go to the gym. Dance. Can you dance? Vegan_Lady P. Can you dance? 7 Asiatic. Can you dance? Sharon Mack. Can you dance? The Empress Reigns. Can you dance? Dance to whatever your favorite song is. You understand what I'm saying? Go back old school. It could be Frankie Beverly. It could be anybody. It could be Evelyn Champagne King. It could be Lakeside. It could be whatever. Dance. It could be some house music. Sharon said, I tried, bro. But just dance. Move your body. Move your body. Move your body. You understand what I'm saying? Go to the club. Get in the zone. Go to the damn rooftop. You understand what I'm saying? Move your body. And yes, they are. Miss Sunshine, the one, yes. It could be a spirit animal. That animal could show up and give you signs for certain things and connect with your spirit. I had a reading done and said, mine was a dove. That lady told me, a lady I don't even know was reading me. Like, yeah, a dove is going to come into your life to help guide you and be there for you. It's going to be painful because the dove is going to be pretty, beautiful. And she's going to have wings. And she's going to be in the wind. And the wind is going to carry her. You understand what I'm saying? And she's going to float and she's running it down. This is going to be your spirit guide. And this person is going to guide you through. And I'm looking for the lady with the dove. I'm looking for the lady with the wind under her wings to help guide Professor Griff. Connect with your higher self, your spirit guides, or just your inner badass. That's what it says, not me. It says, what is your inner badass? Yeah. If somebody takes a picture of you and people are looking at that picture and saying, well, damn, you look different, or you look different, or you look kind of, and you got a glow, and you got, or you do a, I don't know, you do a video and somebody looks at it like something different about this one as opposed to your other ones. Yeah, you're being guided. No one understands that. You're about to come out of that portal. You're about to manifest some things in your life. All right. Stretch, go for walks, activate that energy that's laying dormant in you that you didn't even know you have. All right. This isn't only numerology rubbish or whatever, the astrological this or the astrological that. Let's not get spooky. This is a perfect time for you to turn the dial, tune in to your God frequency. Listen, come off and out of the nigger frequency and tune into your God frequency, your energy. Tune into what makes you your best and divine self. Stay away from people that don't raise their vibration and to activate your higher and best good. Leave these people alone, like I should have done that day. Instead, I had to sit across from 360 chick. You understand what I'm saying? Eating ribs and shit. Activate the higher self. Activate not only the higher self, because all of y'all think that that's just mental. Activate the higher spiritual self. All right. Don't be all paranoid when men come around. Be your beautiful self, but keep your spiritual energy high. Learn how to recalibrate your discernment. I'm going to say that again. Recalibrate your discernment. Recalibrate your discernment. You know internally. You know if a dude like you, stop playing. You know when you first meet him. You know when you first meet him if you like him. But sometimes you be like, kind of thought I like him, but yeah, nah, I'm not sure. Instant manifestation portal. This is the last thing. Divine timing delivers long-awaited results. Did you hear what I said? Please listen. Divine timing delivers long-awaited results. If someone met you and they contacted you 300-400 days later, it happened in its divine time, not yours and not his. He don't even know why he reached out to you. You don't even know why he called you or texted you or whatever. It's happening in its own time when it's supposed to. That's the beautiful thing about that energy. So guess what's going to happen? It's going to move quick because the results got to come to you real quick because you're not going to figure it out. You may think it's a sapiosexual thing, it's intellectual thing. You may think it's a mental thing. So you're trading quotes and singing songs and all that kind of stuff. It may be a sexual thing. So you explore that, yada, yada, yada. But it's still that something. And guess what you discover at the end of the day? That person moves you from a soul level. And you be like, damn. Then you decide and determine, I got to hold on to dude. I got to hold on to her. I can't. I'm not living my life without, because whatever this feeling is, whatever this thing is, I'm not living my life without her. I'm not living my life without him. A decision made today could change your entire future. So if you don't recalibrate your discernment, you may be letting someone in that's not only affecting you with a spiritually transmitted disease, that disease may affect everything about you. You may end up in an abusive relationship because your discernment wasn't calibrated. All right? Soul ties. You kissing? You making a connection on a soul level. What is your mantra that you say to yourself every day? You know what mine is? Can I give it to you? Wait, where's the sister at? The vegan underscore lady. If you're still on here, I know it's late. My kids think I'm crazy. I dance calm while I'm cooking. Okay. Butterflies show up for me. Okay. Butterflies show up for you. Butterflies show up for me too. But I was focusing on that swan when I had my reading and the wind that's going to carry that swan. But okay, so I guess the vegan lady left. But let me say this, what my affirmation is. I'm a soul in search of souls that are like minds, like mine. I'm going to say that slow. I'm a soul in search of souls that are like minds, like minds, like minds. I'm going to say it one more time. Nope. Don't put it on a bumper sticker or a t-shirt. Just rock with me for a minute. All right? Because I recalibrated my discernment. I'm a soul in search of souls that are like minds, like mine. So if we meet here, the rest will take care of itself, and in intervals, it'll reveal itself. And then both of us will appreciate it, and we'll appreciate one another. Like mine's like mine, like mine. I'm walking out my purpose on purpose. There's no hiccups. I'm not tripping over. My shoelaces are tied. My spiritual shoelaces are tied. I got my spiritual armor on. I'm walking out my purpose on purpose. So if I meet you on purpose, then you were meant to be here. I don't care if it was a year later. 2 years later, you are here and you're part of this. We're going to outlive these old attachments and find a dignified way to let other people know, nope, I'm good. Thank you. Nope. Write him a letter. Text him. Call him. Tell his daddy. Yeah, but find a way. Because what you're doing is once you don't take care of that, you're setting roadblocks in your way. And guess what's going to happen? The opposite, the guy that you was attracted to, that you prayed and called for, and he showed up, yeah, he's going to see them roadblocks like you see, because it's a spiritual thing. And he's going to whisper in your ear, look, I love you, but that thing is getting in the way of me truly expressing myself and being vulnerable to really open up to you. That thing right there, your ex or the dude that like you, that you work with at Amazon or whatever, no. That dude dig you. So come on, love. What you doing? What you doing? Clear those things out. Those outdated attachments. Yeah. A soul attachment is a lot harder to kind of deal with than just a regular attachment, just a dude that like you or a chick that like you. When you talk about a soul attachment, there's some cleansing that you have to do. All right. All right. Anyway, a couple of more things and I'm done. Decisions become easier. Remember, you're guided by your intuition. But once that you quiet that voice down in here and that voice stops talking, you're doomed, because you're not going to get clarity. And in a moment of weakness, you might call the ex or the girlfriend that you had to let go because she was jealous of you. Manifestations accelerate. Turning thoughts into reality should come easy at this period, at this time right now. All right? If you don't have an altar, set up an altar. And if you want to know how to set one up, I can go over that with you. Just let me know. I got you. Last but not least, your cosmic love language has to speak with you in a language that you understand. Your love language has to speak to you in a listen, love. Listen. The universe does not speak in English. So you cannot retreat and abandon him and go off into your shell. The universe does not speak in English. It speaks in frequencies. And if you cut that off and they can't tap into that energy spirit, and because you're pulling back and protecting yourself for what? That looks like abandonment to that individual. It looks like saving your own life and protecting your feelings and all that other kind of stuff to you. But what does it look like to him when you're trying to understanding this person's cosmic love language? Yes, no, maybe, talk to me. That's why brothers, women tend to tell us, look, we're not here. I want to say, well, we're not here. Or we're not here. You understand what I'm saying? Even in the bastard language called English that we have yet to master, speak to me way beyond the English language. If you just called me, FaceTime me, and I saw your beautiful face, and you just held your heart, I got it. If that's your love language, I got you. I got you. But I got to hear from you. And if you're not calming your spirit and you're not sending out that spiritual energy, and I'm not picking it up. Anyway, the 1111 Gateway. I didn't even mean to be on it so long. Vegan lady under P score, whatever, had me telling this wild ass story from goddamn Dallas. Anyway, I got to get off of here, fam. I've been on here an hour and a half. I love you all to life. Thank you very much for listening. If anyone wants to take my class coming up this Sunday, in reference to preparedness, preparation, I'm adding in an educational self-defense component to it. Let me see if I have the flyer so I can show y'all. See, now y'all got me thinking about that story, man. I don't even want to do that, man. Hold on. All right, here it is. Let me get rid of this banner. Nope. Go here. When the shit hit the fan 3, readiness and preparedness. Private Zoom call Sunday, November 16th. It's just $44. Hit me up, support the platform, and support the information that I'm putting together to give this dynamic class. All right. I'm looking for 15 more people to sign up. All right. Take my information down. Text me if you want to sign up. I'll send you the link and we can go from there. All right. When the shit hit the fan, part 3, readiness and preparedness private Zoom call. All right. I'm going to be going live tomorrow to tell y'all what y'all going to get in the class, and then we'll go from there. My phone number is 678-557-2919, or you could hit me up. Just email me at seriousmindsinfo@gmail.com. Hold on. All right. I would do a Q&A thing, but I don't have time. I've been on here long enough. Just know that I love you to life, not to death. We want to speak life to one another. We know I love you is just not some meaningless gibberish. Come behind what you mean. All right. Have you not learned that your word shall be bond regardless to whom or what? Answer. Yes, my word is bond, and bond is life, and I'll give my life before my word shall fail. This is your brother, Professor Griff. Salute. Love you all to life. Peace, fam. Peace. Peace. Greetings, family. This is Professor Griff. I want to take this moment to thank everyone for supporting me in my efforts to raise the vibratory pitch of your thinking into your higher self. Thank you very much in my efforts right here on Serious Minds RNTV and Arm the Masses. All power to all the people. Thank you very much. If you would like to continue supporting, and if you are a new listener, please support by giving your donations right here on my Cash App, $Professor Griff, and or go to www.professorgriff.me. Thank you very much. Peace. All power, all the people. Greetings, family. This is Professor Griff. I want to take this moment to thank everyone for supporting me in my efforts to raise the vibratory pitch of your thinking into your higher self. Thank you very much in my efforts right here on Serious Minds RNTV and Arm the Masses. All power to all the people. Thank you very much. If you would like to continue supporting, and if you are a new listener, please support by giving your donations right here on my Cash App, $Professor Griff, and or go to www.professorgriff.me. Thank you very much. Peace. All power, all the people.